Good morning. Good stuff. Welcome to Family Service. We're going to start with a song that we did a couple weeks ago. And you should know the hand motions for this. If you don't, you're going to learn them really quick. It goes, I'm trading my sorrows, and you go, sorrows. I'm trading my shame. Just give me a little pouty face on that one. Go, shame. Shame. And I'm laying them down for the joy of the Lord. And then it goes, I'm trading my sickness, and you got to throw up there. You just got to go, sickness, and just get it all over the place. And then pain, you just got to make like a real constipated sound there. Just burn, okay? And then the chorus of that one's really easy. It's yes, thumbs up, Lord. Give me your L. Yes, Lord. Think you can handle that? All right, I think we can. Here we go. I'm trading my sorrows. I'm trading my shame. I'm laying them down for the joy of the Lord. I'm trading my sickness. I'm trading my pain. I'm laying them down for the joy of the Lord. We say yes, Lord, yes, Lord, yes, yes, Lord. Yes, Lord, yes, Lord, yes, yes, Lord. Yes, Lord, yes, Lord, yes, yes, Lord, amen. I'm trading my sorrows. I'm trading my shame. I'm laying them down for the joy of the Lord. I'm trading my sickness. I'm trading my pain. I'm laying them down for the joy of the Lord. Let's do this part quiet. We say yes, Lord, yes, Lord, yes, yes, Lord. Yes, Lord, yes, Lord, yes, yes, Lord. Yes, Lord, yes, Lord, yes, yes, Lord. Amen. Let's do it a little louder. Yes, Lord. We say yes, Lord, yes, Lord, yes, yes, Lord. Yes, Lord, yes, Lord, yes, yes, Lord. Yes, Lord, yes, Lord, yes, yes, Lord. Amen. The part is little pressed but not crushed, persecuted, not abandoned, struck down but not destroyed. I'm blessed beyond a curse, for his promise will endure. That his joy is gonna be my strength. Though the sorrow may last for a night, his joy comes in the morning. I'm trading my sorrow. I'm trading my shame. I'm laying them down for the joy of the Lord. I'm trading my sickness. I'm trading my pain. I'm laying them down for the joy of the Lord. For the joy of the Lord. For the joy of the Lord. Let's hear you clap as loud as you possibly can. Thank you, Jesus, for today. All right, say hello to somebody really quick. Hello. I am stoked to welcome you to our first Back to School Family Jam. We are excited about this opportunity, and I think before we even get going on this thing, because we can't really get the party started until we do something. I don't know how you're feeling about going back to school right now. How you feeling? You feeling okay? I'm seeing some no's. I don't think video was how we wanted to go back to school. Do I have any teachers out there? Yeah. Got some teachers. I'm gonna need some teacher volunteers because I think we need to kick this off with a little bit of something. So I need 2 teachers. We got a man. Come on up. And I need 1 student out there. Come on down. I need 1 student. Come on down. Okay. You guys are gonna be behind this table. Do you have enough room? We can move it out. You need to hold this red bag. What color is this?
Red.
How do you spell red?
R-E-D.
There we go. All right, come on back here. You're gonna stand here. You're gonna stand in the center. You're gonna hold this lovely bag here. Okay, and then you're gonna reach into that, and you're gonna give each of these wonderful teachers something special. How about that? An apple for a teacher. Yeah. That's just to celebrate you for all that you're doing during this time. Oh, okay. Maybe let's do a math problem right now. If you have 1 apple and you receive 4 more apples, how many apples do you have? 1 and 4 more apples. How many apples do you have? 5. You guys got the new math. You got it down. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do with your apples. You'll have 5 apples, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw 60 seconds on the clock. And what we're gonna try to do, probably a little bit like your life right now, we're gonna try to do this balancing act with these. So you have a table right here. That's a nice hat, by the way. Don't choke yourself. You're gonna set your apples down on the table. And then I'm gonna give you 60 seconds. That would be some skill. That's gonna be some skill. You're gonna try to stack these apples as high as you can. Whoever could do that the quickest within our 60-second time clock is gonna be our winner today. Ready? Let's throw 60 seconds on.
Good apple stack.
All right, 60 seconds. Here we go. Go! Look at this precision. Oh, 3 over here. 2. Don't drop that out. Come on, let's give some encouragement. Come on, encouragement. Start it over again. Come on. 3 to 3. Twelve seconds. We got 4. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that is time. Oh man. I don't think we can be a tie. All right, I tell you what. Since you guys both did a fantastic job today, I'm gonna dig up another prize. But what you guys will be getting today is Starbucks gift card. But give it up for our teachers here. With that, air high five. I like that. With that being said, I'll get you another one. You guys go ahead and have a seat. With that getting started, we're gonna get this party started right now. What do you say? Yeah. Come on, back to school bash here. Let's go.
Man, I don't think I can do 2. I don't know. Welcome to our
time for our back-to-school jam! I saw some non-cheering over here. I will make you come on stage. Oh! Aren't you excited? Yes, I am super excited. It's going to be a most excellente jam.
Wow.
I like jam.
Pastor Austin, I love your enthusiasm for being here today. You are really excited.
Well, it's not just a jam. There goes, if you're watching online, somebody's child, looks like mine, just drove her vehicle into the church. Don't worry, she's okay. She's only 2. Yes, it's going to be a most excellent jam. Just don't jam into the table as you come down. But it's going to be a block party. Do you like parties? Don't look to your right. I'm looking at you. Right here. No, don't look away. Nope, look back. Do you like parties? Yes, they like parties. It's going to be a block party.
Wow.
That's what I wanted to hear. He loves parties.
Well, this is family service. And, you know, the thing about family service is this is a place
Party.
where you come to bring your parents to...
A party.
A party? I was going to say learn about Jesus, but we could go with a party.
And we can also do high dives off this table into a giant kiddie pool full of dog food.
No.
That sounds awesome!
No.
I have one taker.
No.
There's always a taker, and they always have to be junior high.
Austin, I think you're just way too hyper to be here today.
I
I'm not
am
even sure.
super hyper.
I think we should move on to the Life app, because that is what we're going to be learning about today, and we need to be talking about the Life app.
When you see Life app, do you mean on your phone?
No.
Do you mean like what we're talking about and how we're talking about stuff that God does inside of us and it changes us and changes the world, or phone app?
Not phone app. Definitely not phone app. We're going to go with the first one. The
Changes
one that
us,
changes
changes the
stuff
world.
inside. Yeah, life apps are things that change, that God changes inside of us so that we can then go out into the world and change the world for God's kingdom. And so we have a new life app this month. So I'm going to need everybody to help me with this. Parents, grandparents, everybody gets to help. We need you
I think
to
they
do...
should all stand up.
Yeah, let's do it.
Stand up.
Even you
Stand
at home.
up.
I need help for you at home too.
And if
Everyone
you're not
stand up.
loud enough, you're going to come up here and do it with me.
Oh.
And see who can be louder.
Oh. Okay, here we go. We need everyone to do a drum roll and count with me backwards.
If it's
We're going to
COVID
see
friendly,
if school is working.
If
We're
it's
gonna,
COVID friendly, can they do a drum roll on their neighbor?
Yes.
Or their dad's belly?
as long as you live with that person. And you're going to count with me backwards from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to see how well school is working out for everyone. So Here we go. We're going to drum roll and count back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Life app. Uh-oh. Oh, we like this song. Okay, let's get that Life app up on the screen for our friends and everyone to see. And we're going to go ahead, the friendship one. Maybe. Wait for it. Do we need another drum roll? Maybe another drum roll. Here we go. Drum roll,
please.
Uh-oh. We're having all kinds of music going. We like this drum roll. Maybe everybody dance.
This is a great drum roll.
We
Okay,
got
we're
it.
just going to have to say the Life
We
app.
are going to have to say the Life app. If it shows up on the screen, it does. But our Life app for this month is friendship. Using your words and actions to
We got
show others you care. So friendship, using your words and your actions to show others you care. Okay? That's a pretty good one.
I think it is.
Yeah.
So let's try that again. Those of you that got super amazing back to school fresh haircuts like me, stand up and we'll say it with me. Why is nobody standing?
Wow.
My wife cut my hair.
Is that really a
and
thing?
I think it looks great. Yes, it is a thing.
Okay, well,
This is
those who had
how
a
many of you
back-to-school
before you go
haircut-
back to school here and at home get fresh haircuts?
Is that
How
really
come just
a
adults
thing?
are raising their hands?
Especially right now. Is that a thing right now?
It's always, well, I mean, if you have a wife that'll cut your hair, or a neighbor, yes.
Or a mom.
Mom,
Or a
mom,
dad.
mom or dad, yes.
Yeah,
Mom or
okay.
dad cut your hair. So,
Well, I guess you're on your own then for your life
yes,
app.
I am. Using your words I forgot it already.
So close.
And
Using
actions.
your words and actions.
Let's say it together.
Okay, ready? Using your words and actions to show others you care. Wow. So, Austin, I'm not going to lie. I actually didn't notice you got a haircut. I'm so sorry. You look the same as you did last time I saw you on
My mom noticed.
Thursday. Oh,
She did.
moms do that.
Mom,
Moms
if you're
do
watching,
notice.
tell everybody you noticed.
Wow. Well,
Oh, look,
well,
my mother-in-law's watching.
Look at that.
Tell them you noticed.
Okay. Well, so why is it so important that you got a back-to-school haircut?
Oh,
Like, why are we talking about that today?
It's very, very important because when you go back to school, you have to be ready to make friends.
Oh.
You have to be able to impress your friends, and
Yeah.
if they won't talk to you if you didn't have all the hairs cut.
Oh. Is that a thing?
That's a real thing.
Huh. I mean, I knew that going
I've been
back
doing
to
this
school,
for many years.
whether you're in person, you're on Zoom, it's a great time to like meet new people, make new friends. But I had no idea that a haircut was a part of that.
Oh, haircut's not only a part of it, it's the most essential thing. How many people without a fresh haircut have new friends?
Somebody in the back. Look at that.
Yeah, just one. See?
Okay. Well. So did you make friends on?
I have a whole bunch of friends. I've been carrying them around for a while now.
You have friends?
In a box.
Box.
These are my friends.
I didn't know that friends could fit in a box, Austin.
Did you read the box? It says friends.
You're absolutely right.
I know.
That says friends.
A friend wrote it.
So you're telling me the friends that you've made in school so far are in this box right here.
Oh, yes.
And you brought them with you today.
Did anybody else bring friends with them?
Yeah. Ooh, we have some people that brought
See?
friends with them. Okay, all right. Well, who wants to know about Austin's friends in his box? I do. Raise your hand. I'm kind of curious about this. Okay, take it away.
So,
Austin, tell us about your friends.
I have 3 friends in this box.
3, okay.
Very first is, now, they are what I would call an amazing listener.
That makes a great friend.
Oh, yes, very great friend. They listen to everything that I say, no questions asked. Sometimes they nod. Every once in a while they use a different voice. They're just the best listener. And my friend's name is Tiggy, or Cheetah.
Tiggy?
We'll just call him Ted.
Ted. Okay.
Yes. You don't believe me, do you? Watch this.
Austin.
So, just wanted to tell you, I was talking to Pastor Elisa. Yes, and telling her about you. She thinks you're not a great listener. You're listening right now, I know. Doesn't agree.
Huh. Is he listening to you? Oh. You
Yes.
know, I really hate to break it to you, Austin, but that's a puppet. And although he may be a great listener, I don't think he makes a great friend.
I think this is a great friend.
Friends...
I bring him with me anywhere, and never talks back.
So, but here's the thing. Friends use their words and their actions to show you that they care, and that thing is not using words or actions. I mean, maybe how your hand controls it, actions, to show you it cares.
You've insulted him.
Oh.
He's going to go back in the box.
I'm so sorry. Okay. Maybe the second friend is a little better.
Oh, second friend's great.
Okay.
So, now, how many of you ever get scared you're going to get eaten by a squirrel? Or there's a bully at school, or a bear? Yeah. All of those bullies, squirrels, and bears are very dangerous. So I needed somebody that was almost as strong as me, very, very green, and also wore a half shell.
Oh.
So I found a good friend of mine. His name is, anybody guess his name? It's going to go with Leonardo, but we'll go with Raphael.
Okay.
And so Raphael is a very good friend. He's actually very intimidating. If you walk up to somebody who's questioning any of your friends' groups, the first thing you do is you walk up and go, ugh. If you didn't know that, so try it at home. You can go up to your sibling and go, ugh. See, every time they laugh instead of scaring you. Great friend.
This is true. So you're telling me that friend defends you when you're scared and protects you, and he's strong. I mean, I kind of see muffled.
Not as strong as me. But
Definitely not.
But he is a great friend. He's good at what he does. Fights crime. All those kind of things.
Austin, I really hate to break it to you, but
He reminds me of Joel Modeshaw.
I could see that.
Just probably in the physical appearance.
Yeah, I could see that. Austin, although Joel himself is a great friend, that's a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle who is...
Let's call him Joel.
Not real Joel. It's a pretend Joel, and not really the greatest of friends. So what else do you have in that box that might be a good friend?
My best friend here, he is an encouraging friend.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, this is great.
He's an encouraging friend. You a great friend. He always, this friend is one of my friends that actually will, how do you say, they build me up.
Oh, that makes a great friend. They give great
encouraging words, and
good friend.
They are the type of friend that just really, when I hear them, they're not here, but I did bring my phone because they leave me voicemails.
Oh.
This friend calls me many times and leaves me voicemails and just tells me how I'm doing. Especially when I'm nervous. I was nervous about coming out here today. So, this is my friend. We'll just leave them anonymous.
Okay.
Okay. Hey, friend. It's me, your best friend, Austin.
He's got a great voice.
Just wanted to, tell you are doing great. You got this. You're probably my best friend and probably one of the coolest guys I know. Got this, man. Go. Good job.
Is that a recording of yourself?
No, I actually left a voicemail.
Oh.
It's difficult to leave a voicemail for yourself.
Right? How do you...
But I'm doing great. I've got this.
Wow.
I feel encouraged.
Okay, Austin, although that is somebody, you yourself, leaving very encouraging words for yourself, I don't think that constitutes a good friend. And you know what, Austin, as much as I appreciate you bringing your friend boxes here with you today, maybe we need a little bit of help for you and for all of our friends. Maybe we need just somebody to tell us a couple pieces of advice on how to make a good friend at school.
I'd really like to know that because the box has not been working.
I think so. And you know what? I'm going to call from somebody in the audience, somebody that might have a good way to make a friend at home. And because we do have some more teachers, who were the teachers? It was Natalie and who else? It was Matt who played the game. So maybe, Faye, would you mind coming to tell us maybe a couple things of how to make a good friend at school? I can come to you if you want to. Maybe just like one piece of advice.
I really want to know, Faye, because this has not been working.
Yeah, not working.
Okay, we actually have a funny song we listen to with our little one here. And the song goes like, I want to ride in a wagon, who will pull me in the wagon? And anyway, his friend comes on and suggests to him instead to say, who wants to ride in the wagon? And hold on. So anyway, my suggestion is to, instead of looking for things for yourself, instead to offer things. So if you want a friend, go out and be a friend to somebody. Offer to play with somebody at recess or get out a ball and say, hey, you want to play ball with me?
That is awesome advice. Thank you. And we're going to do one more. We're going to come over here because we did have pretend Joel. We're going to have
I have Joel right here.
Maybe from a parent perspective, what would you maybe tell your kids on how to make a good friend at school?
Thinking back to some of the things over the years is just being yourself and being joyful with others, and that usually gives a reason for them to want to be around you.
Awesome, I love that, being joyful with others. Austin, did that help you out a little bit?
It does. It sounds way better than the box.
It does sound way better than the box. And you know what, Austin, in order to help you a little bit more, we're going to look at two friends in the Bible today. And my two friends, they're named Jonathan
and Joel?
Not Jonathan and Joel. No. Our two friends are named Jonathan and David. And these two friends, they weren't family, but these two friends had an amazing amazing friendship where they really cared for each other and they really loved each other. And what we're going to do is we're going to watch our Bible story today on the big screen. So we're going to have you guys turn your eyes to the big screen, and we're going to watch it. And Austin, I think this is going to really help you with your friendship.
I hope so.
I hope so too.
Hey, the story you're about to hear is all about friendship. And you know what? The complexity and hardships that go along with being friends has been going on for a long time. This story happened nearly 3,000 years ago. And just to give some perspective, that's around the same time the city of Rome was being founded and a bit before the first ever Olympics were being played. In Greece. Crazy, right? But enough of the setup. It's time to the theater. The story picks up after David killed Goliath. What's in the box?
I have killed Goliath.
No. This is after that, maybe a year or two.
Oh, my bad.
So after David killed Goliath, King Saul provided David a place to live at the palace and a high rank in the army. Now, another person who lived in the palace was King Saul's son, Jonathan.
I just can't wait to be...
Stop. First of all, this is not a musical. And second, Jonathan wasn't going to be king. God had anointed David to be the next king after Saul.
Whoa. This means war! I love the smell of napalm in the morning.
No napalm and no war. Jonathan and David were friends.
We were?
Yeah, very good friends.
Air high five! Woo!
You're the best.
No, you're the best.
No, you're the best.
No, you're...
Nah, stop that. Yes, they were best friends. So much so, Jonathan decided to share the best of what he had with David, as if David was a prince.
I want you to have my robe.
Oh, no. I couldn't. It's too... Whoa, okay. If you insist. I really like the flower.
Oh, I also want you to have my belt and my sword.
Oh, no, you don't have to do that. I have the power!
Actually, he didn't have any power yet, because Saul was still king. And the king was not happy, because David had become more popular than he was.
So, this is how you repay me. I let you live in my house. My son gives you his clothes, and yet you want more.
No, I don't want more. Here, you can have the sword back.
No, keep it. In fact, I want you to have this.
He's trying to kill me!
He was indeed. So Jonathan told David to hide while he went to talk with his father.
Father, we need to talk.
Anything, son.
Were you trying to kill David?
No, I was just... Yes.
What? You can't do that.
Why?
Well, because he's helped you. He killed Goliath and won a bunch of battles. Why would you kill him?
Fine. I won't kill him. I'll just make him an offer he can't refuse. I'll tell him to come to the banquet.
Sounds good.
So things were okay for a little while until David heard that Saul was trying to kill him. Again.
I'm telling you, he's trying to kill me.
How do you know?
Well, it's just this feeling I have. Also, I got a note.
I'm trying to kill you. Best wishes, Saul. Maybe you're reading too much into it. But just in case, I got an idea.
Jonathan's idea was to have David hiding instead of showing up to the banquet. That way, he could find out how angry his dad was. Jonathan was going to shoot some arrows close to where David was hiding if he was safe, and far away if he was in danger.
I don't think I like this plan.
It'll be great. You'll see. But whatever happens, promise you'll be kind to my family.
I promise.
Shake.
Shake.
Then Jonathan went to the king's banquet alone, without David. And to say King Saul was furious, well, that would be an understatement.
How could you do this to me? I thought we were family.
But David is like a brother to me.
Then give him a gift for me.
What kind of gift?
This.
You're crazy!
Jonathan hurried to the place where David was hiding and sent the arrow far away from David.
What was the plan again? I forgot what this arrow does.
It means he's trying to kill you, and you need to go. But remember, in the name of the Lord, we promised to be friends, and he will be a witness between us and our families forever.
Hug.
I can't reach you.
I don't know how to. How about a toe touch?
Feet, our feet touch.
Okay, that's close enough. So long. Farewell. Auf Wiedersehen.
David left and Jonathan went back home.
Goodbye.
No, he left.
Goodbye.
No. He left. He did not come back.
Goodbye.
Stop it. He could have allowed his father to kill David and maybe become king himself, but instead, Jonathan trusted God and chose to love and protect his friend. The end.
Wow. If that is not a great example of a true friendship, I don't know what is. I love that the Bible is filled with examples that will help us in the everyday life. And if you are trying to learn how to be a good friend, this story between David and Jonathan is a great one. They truly cared about each other. They truly loved each other and looked out for each other and supported each other, listened to each other. That, for me, is a type of friend that I want to have. And I encourage all of us, whether we're in school or we're going to work, whatever that looks like your day-to-day, I encourage you not only to look for good friends, but to be a good friend. Be somebody who cares about the others in your life. Be somebody who uses our words to build somebody up in our life. Be somebody who uses our actions to love the friends and the people in our life. And so what we're going to do right now is we're going to go into what's called family small groups. And what that is you get a chance as a family, we're going to get a chance as a family, you and probably one other family, to just talk about what it means to be a good friend and how you can be a good friend in your life. Hi, Marley. How are you, girlfriend? You going to come up and see me? You can play. That's okay. Marley's going to help me direct. So at home, I'm going to tell you guys at home that I will be leading your small group, but bear with me for just a second as I get everyone else in their small groups. So how we're going to do this is Miss Natalie is a small group leader, and she is going to take my crew that's right over there. I've got about 3 families that are over there in that section, so she's going to go over there to that section to lead that small group. And then we've got the blended Hovey crew right here. And then let's do Julie, your family, the lineman crew. You guys are small group leaders, and Miss Joanne is your small group leader. So Miss Joanne, if you'd come down here. And then if we could have the Hess crew over here with the Hessler crew, and that's with Miss Alice. If you are an adult here without a child right now, you can go in the back right over there with Pastor Matt. He's going to lead your guys' small group. And then I've got the Longs and the Prices and the Parkers, I think, left. And Kathy can take you guys back there. I think I assigned everyone. If I didn't assign you, go ahead and hop in a small group as you go, and you may move right now. Be right back for my friends at home. Okay, you can go ahead and turn my mic off here in the house. All right. Can my friends at home, if you guys can hear me, go ahead and comment in the comment section and say hello so I know who is here. Go ahead and comment so I know who's here joining me for small groups. Do we have anyone joining us for small groups today? We'll wait a couple minutes to see if we have anyone joining us for small groups. There we go. Here they come. So just so you guys know, I have a few second delay on mine from when I talk to when I see your comments saying, hello, I'm here. And so what I'll be doing is I'll talk to you, and then I'll look to my screen and wait for some responses there. But what we're going to do is we're going to talk through just how to be a good friend in your life. And so I have a piece of paper here. And if you guys actually want this paper to do this activity at home, maybe again around the dinner table or something, feel free to send me an email. You can reply to the email, the Sunday emails that I send out. You can reply, and I can attach this right to that email, and you guys can have this as well. So, we have some more friends joining us for a small group. We've got Lisa and the Olson family and Jesse Upshaw. Awesome. So glad you guys are here with us today. And so we just watched that story with David and Jonathan, and what kind of awesome friends. Just to kind of recap, you have King Saul, who was in charge, and this is after David kills Goliath, and so you've got them. David had killed Goliath, you've got King Saul, and then you have King Saul's son, Jonathan. Now, Jonathan and David were best friends, and David was meant to be the next king, even though it should have been Jonathan by right of heir because he was the king's son, the current king's son. It was actually David who was going to be the next king because that is what God wanted to have happen. And so you think that there would be some tension because everybody knew that David was supposed to be the next king. You think that there would be some tension between Jonathan and David because Jonathan was the rightful heir, but David was actually who God wanted to be the king. But instead of that tension, they were the best of friends. And, it was one of those things that Jonathan gave him things. He gave David his robe, his belt, his sword, his bow, just to try and show him with his actions how much their friendship mattered to him. And King Saul became so jealous of David and how much favor David had in God's eyes that King Saul wanted to kill David. You heard me right. King Saul wanted to kill David, and he made many, many attempts at killing David. And Jonathan is the one that protected David. Their friendship was so powerful and so strong that he decided to go out against his dad, stick his neck out on the line, and protect David's life. And so for me, that's an example of a great, great friendship, because not only did Jonathan show his caring and his love for his friend through his actions of giving him things and protecting him, but also through his words of encouragement and saying things like, we're always going to be friends, and remember my family when you become king. And so one of the things I want to do right now is I have this picture. I hope you at home can see this picture, but it's a person, and it says at the top, a good friend. Now, I have these little thought bubbles here. I'm going to point to them. So the first one up here, this one right here, it's pointing to this person's ear, okay? This next one over here is pointing to that person's mouth. This one over here is pointing to that man's arm. And this one over here is pointing to, maybe that one's not his arm. Maybe it is his arm. Maybe this one's his hand and this one's his arm. But you kind of get the point. So these are different areas of your body that you can use to show some love towards a friend. So right now, what I want you to do is, as a family, talk about what is one way you can use your ears to be a good friend. So spend about, 10, 15, 20 seconds talking about how can you use your ears to be a good friend. And then go ahead and comment in the comment boxes so we can talk about that. How can you use your ears to be a good friend? Using your ears to be a good friend. I can think of a couple ways you can use your ears to be a good friend. And we'll see what kind of comments and thoughts you guys come up with at home in our comment section. Oh, Jesse, I love that. Listen to your friends' worries, stresses, and concerns. So often, sometimes we go and we see our friends. I know I sometimes am guilty of this. I see my daughter do this, where we just go up and we just start talking about us and things about us. And we don't actually start and say, how are you doing? And listening to them with their worries and stresses and concerns. That's great. Oh, Wilma, listen without giving advice. Such a great one. We often are so quick to want to fix things. We don't need to fix things. Sometimes we just need to listen to our friends. Just talk it out and point them to Jesus. So that's a great one. Listen to your friends makes them feel that you care. Yes, listening. I can't tell you how important listening is. Listening to your friends. Not giving advice, they're not quick to solve their problems, but just listening and showing them that you care is amazing. Okay, so the next one I have here is the bubble for the mouth. So how can you, talk it over with your family right now, how can you be a good friend with your mouth? How might you be a good friend with your mouth? Go ahead and talk it over as a family, and then you guys can comment a few, and we'll talk about it. There's probably some great things you guys are coming up with at home on how you can use your mouth to be a good friend and point others to Jesus. So how can you use your mouth? I love that, Hannah. Share a smile. That's a good one. That is so true. That doesn't even require very much, just some muscles to turn the frown or the straight face right up and just smile. I'm actually in the process of teaching my daughter to do that when people pass by, is to look them in the eye and smile. Sometimes she just kind of shies away and really struggles with looking people in the eye and smiling at people she doesn't know. But I'm trying to teach her that sharing a smile is a blessing to others. So that's true. Pray over them. Yes. Give advice when wanted. Absolutely. Offer words of encouragement and love. That one is dynamite. Offering words of encouragement and love. We all need encouragement. We all need love. Share some humor. Wilma, I love that. Everybody, no matter what they're going through, everybody needs a good laugh. So maybe you have a joke in your back pocket that you're like, hey, did you hear this new joke? Or maybe you have a funny story of something ridiculous or hilarious that happened to you. I know I shared that with a friend the other day of something that was funny that happened to me, and that friend just needed a good laugh. And it would make me look like a fool, but it made them have a good laugh. So that is a great one. Those are some great ideas on how to be a good friend. So the next one down here we have is pointing to this person's hands. So what is one way that you can use your hands to be a good friend to people in your life? So go ahead and talk about that with your family, and go ahead and share that in the comments right now. Good, Wilma. Affirming the troubles, but confirming the blessings. Absolutely. That's great. So what is one way you can use your hands to be a good friend to somebody else? There are lots of different practical ways you can use your hands to just be a blessing to somebody, be a good friend to somebody, and I'd love to just hear those ideas. And then I can share one that my daughter and I are doing right now. Good. Yes. Play games with them. Helping hands. Absolutely. Hand them chocolate. Love that. That's great. But so true. So true. So playing games with them. I can't tell you how many times we've talked about, like, if you see somebody who's playing by themselves, if they want to play by themselves, great. But if they're playing by themselves because they don't have a friend, go be their friend. Go play with them. Helping hands in your home with your mom or your dad. You can be a great friend to your mom or your dad by helping them at home. Maybe you are helping set the table, or you're helping clear the table, or you're putting away your clothes. Absolutely. Love that. High five. That is very similar. Just an encouragement, like a smile. Same kind of like boosting of your inner heart. You smile at somebody, you give them a high five. That is definitely a way to be a great friend. Physically helping them through what they are working on. Absolutely. If somebody is, painting a house, you can go help them paint a house. If somebody is sitting there folding their laundry, you can go over and help them fold their laundry. Help them physically in a way of what they're working on. Absolutely. Making them dinner if they're not well. If they've had a rough week, you can definitely make them dinners. I think we could go on what you could do with your hands for a very long time. One of the things that we're doing in my family is we're talking a lot about blessings, blessing each other in our home, and also blessing those that we love and that are our friends. And so each month we are picking another family, and we're trying to do ones with kids so Jocelyn can relate with that. But Jocelyn gets to make something or buy something with her money for the child in that family. And then Aaron and I get to come up with how we're going to bless the parents. Maybe it's a meal, maybe it's a gift card to a coffee date. Maybe it's hey, we'll watch your kids so you can go out on a date. But we're trying to pick one family a month where we can just go and bless them. And so this is just a great way to kind of get the whole family involved and using our hands and our words a lot of times to just bless somebody else, be a good friend. And so, again, if you want this paperwork or this paper so you can talk about it at home with your family and come up with some practical things that you guys can do this week. Maybe you guys want to do something like my family where you pick one family a month to just show a blessing of a friendship too. But I want you to take these ideas and actually do them. It's one thing to say or to come up with good ideas and good thoughts. It is a whole nother to actually put effort and action into our words and do them. And parents, grandparents, I'm going to speak right to you right now. When we actually take our words and turn them into actions, that speaks so clearly to the children in our lives. That is amazing in showing them what it looks like to be a follower of Jesus, what it looks like to be a true friend. And really, this life app, this friendship, we are friends to other people because Jesus is our best friend. Jesus is a friend to us. He shows us through his word, through the Bible, through his actions of taking care of us, that he really cares about us. And because he shows us through his word, through his actions that he cares about us, we should use our words, our actions to actually care for the friends and the people in our lives. And so I encourage you right now, as a family, if you're sitting there at home, you can think of it maybe by yourself. What is one person? And maybe you don't want to just limit it to one person. Maybe you want to pick one person a week or one person a day. Right now, we're doing one person a month in our household. But pick one person. And if you feel comfortable sharing who that person is, pick one person that you guys as a family are going to just show love and kindness to and bless as a friend. So think about that right now. Usually we let my daughter pick, and it's never the person that we would think of, but we have to trust that the Holy Spirit laid that person on my daughter's heart, and really affirm that, saying, yes, God must have really wanted you to love that person. And so maybe if you have kids in your home, ask your kids, who should we show love to? Who should we just bless right now? Oh, Wilma, you're going to send Amber some chocolate. I will not tell her. I will do you the honor and not tell her that you're going to send her chocolate. But that is such a beautiful thing. Such like an unexpected surprise that just shows up at your doorstep is just an amazing way to show love and friendship and that you care. Yes, I will not tell her. I hope that you guys are at home thinking of somebody right now that is a good friend that you just need to reach out and love with your words or your actions, just like Jonathan, with his words and actions, showed love and kindness and true friendship to David. I hope you're thinking of people that you can show true friendship to right now. And you know what, you guys, we are going to just end in some prayer. It's kind of all I have for you today. And I'm going to leave you with a question that when you sign off for today, you guys can go talk about this as a family. And we did begin the conversation, but I want you to continue this conversation when we end here today. And that word is, what makes a good friend? What makes a good friend? You don't have to answer in the comments here because this really is meant for a family discussion at home. But what makes a good friend? And don't just talk about what makes a good friend. Show each other how to be a good friend. If you're a parent or a grandparent, show the kids in your life what it looks like to be a good friend. And kids, I challenge you to find a way to be a good friend. Maybe it's to your sister or your brother. Maybe it's to your mom or your dad or your grandma or grandpa or just your teacher at school, whoever it is. Find a way this week to be a good friend and tell your mom or dad so that they can tell me. I want to know how you are being a good friend, okay? So join me in prayer as we close out today. God, I just thank you so much that you are a true friend to us, that through your words, through your actions, that you love us, that you show us you care. I pray that right now, every person that's listening would just feel you loving us, feel you caring for us, that they would turn to you for their ultimate friend. And God, I pray that from that experience and that wealth of friendship with you, that we would then turn and pour out on other people to be a good friend to somebody else. Maybe it's through a smile, a high five, a card that's drawn and delivered, a box of chocolates, whatever it is, Lord, help us to actually put action into the words that we're saying. Maybe it's just a call or a text message. Whatever it is, Lord, place it on our hearts. of where we need to show up in somebody's life and be a good friend for them. Just like Jonathan and David were good friends for each other, and just like you are the best friend we could ever have, help us to walk forward today to be a good friend for somebody else. God, thank you so much for my family that's watching at home. I pray that you would surround them with blessings, help them to have just such a wonderful time, and help them to center their lives around you. In your name, amen. All right, families at home, when you turn off from here, I want you to go talk with each other about what makes a good friend and actually be a good friend. I'd love to hear from you for me to know how you actually went forward and did that. So you can either text me, email me, call me here at the church office. I'd love to just talk to you. I hope you have a wonderful day. Go talk about it on what makes a good friend. We'll see you later.